ओम श्री साई राम। विघ्नेश्वरं भजुरे मानस विघ्नहरं भजुरे विघ्नेश्वरं भजुरे मानस विघ्नहरं भजुरे विघ्नेश्वरं भजुरे मानस विघ्नहरं भजुरे। Om Sri Sai Ram. As mentioned in yesterday's talk, once Swami has decided and once he has taken over life of any person, any child, and once we have voluntarily, wisely and joyfully given him our irrevocable power of attorney of our entire life, then this God will not allow us to do what is not approved by him. After having given him this power of attorney, irrevocable power of attorney, voluntarily and joyfully, sometimes our human mind plays tricks. Human mind always justifies the unjustifiable. It justifies its own mistakes with all logic, rational arguments, so called. That is the nature of human mind. But that precisely is the reason why we should surrender to higher authorities, because he is the maker of our minds. He knows the game of our minds. He knows the tricks being played by human mind, and he knows how to control, play and elevate. That is the reason he has come in this human form. He told R.K. Karanjia, and I repeat, in his famous interview, which was published in Bliss 1976 in 3 installments, Swami has declared, I have come to elevate the human consciousness, the human mind, to the higher level of awareness. Because it is so simple to understand. Actually, unless our minds are elevated to that higher level of awareness, whatever teachings, whatever Bhagavad Gita, Quran, Bible we go on reciting, it will have temporary effect. Because the game being played on the ground level is a different ball game, where likes and dislikes, egos and arrogance, mine and thine, the idea of ownership and doership, all these game play their parts. Nobody can escape that. Even the great Rishi Muni sages could not. That is why this avatar, as Tagore has said, O Lord, you take millions of centuries to transform one stone into a flower. God has got infinite patience. Maybe, I believe, he has been working on us for centuries, millions of centuries. And now this Purna avatar has come with all the power precisely for that, to take this game on the higher level. where we would actually see the unity in diversity. Bookish knowledge will give some sort of enlightenment temporarily. Even Swami told, as I mentioned in my one of the talks, that Bhavika's guru from Maharashtra, that you believe that Swami is God. You have been listening to my discourses for so many years according to your own statement. Are you sure that you are able to follow every word of Swami? Honestly, no. And it is not possible in this game. So long as our minds are at that lower level of animality, of I and mine, mine and thine. I mentioned in different talks the difference between the hell and the heaven, the competitive living and the cooperative living. But these things don't last for long. So long as we are in that sort of mental awareness and mental, what we call spiritual sadhana. That is why the sages and rishi munis, they always suggest that we should always be in constant and conscious awareness of God. Pragyanam Brahma. Awareness is God. So, coming to the point, I had stopped indulging into anything which would be below my dignity as his prince. Once I consider myself his prince, I can't be indulging into any undignified actions. So Swami never told me to stop this or stop that. He even never mentioned about all these things. He only loved me. But when you love a person truly, then you would not do anything that would even remotely make that person unhappy. And we would strive our best to do everything possible. Not only that we make him or her happy, but also we will see to it that we do not do anything that would even remotely make that person unhappy. So I voluntarily gave up all the so-called modern habits, playing cards, going to parties, drinking, dancing, indulging and wasting my time in unnecessary gossips and talks, visiting theaters every day. I used to watch one movie every day in my hostel before coming to Swami. So I left everything. Would not look at any person, be it anybody in the hostel. Conduct bhajans in my room. Every day Nagar Sankirtan. But sometimes, as I mentioned, we tend to fall. And it is there that we are saved once we have given the charge to the higher authority. And I was fortunate, I gave the charge of my life not to the higher authority, but to the highest authority. So once it so happened, I was a government contractor. I was registered B1 class directly because I was a civil engineer. One of our executive engineers, Mr. S.V. Bhatt, if I remember correctly, thorough gentleman, he would not take anything from me. He says, "You are Satya Sai Baba devotee, I will not accept anything." And he would always do my work without putting any question marks. Very cooperative with me. So once his assistant, He said today is Bhatt Saab's 50th or 55th birthday. Why don't we give him a party, a small party, and invite him to Hotel Taj? And he is fond of drinks. And you may not drink. I will give him company. Maybe probably he also wanted to enjoy that. So I think that would make him very happy. I found it to be reasonable request. I said fine, and I went to Mr. Bhatt Saab and requested him, and he agreed happily. So me and my younger brother Kishore, we used to conduct bhajans every day in our Sai Nilayam, because we had to attend and reach Hotel Taj by 8 o'clock. So we just took leave of Swami. Bhajan was starting at 7 o'clock. So we had to leave early. So just as Dharmaja did, just gave information to Swami, Swami, I am leaving. And then we left. When we crossed Bhivandi, there is a Shirdi Sai temple at Bhivandi. We went to the temple, took blessings, and then again we continued our journey. We were driving in Fiat car, though there was no Maruti and all. So we were driving in our Fiat car, and our driver was there. We both were sitting at the back seat. And our driver was very cautious. He was driving in a very moderate speed. After crossing that Shirdi Sai temple, from nowhere a huge lorry came from the opposite side, and as if directed by some power. God can do and undo. Nothing can happen without my intent will. We could see that there was no traffic, nothing. The truck directly came as if to hit us. And it directly came and hit the car. And our car going round, skid on the road, and there was a big boulder or something, and it stopped there. It was so sudden that we were shocked. And what was the damage done? Only the wind glass broke. Nothing else. Not a scratch on the driver. Of course, we were at the back seat. Nothing, absolute nothing. But accident is accident. People gathered, and even the local police was called. But because we were well-known owners of Sapna Talkies and all, so we were allowed to leave. Our driver and car were there, and we came back home by somebody else's car. Then I thought, in retrospect, I think Swami did not want us to break our own promise. I had given him word that I will not entertain anybody with wine. I thought that Swami had told, this is how our mind works. Swami had told those businessmen that we should not give parties to big people and clients and with families. And I thought, we are not giving, only one person is coming, and it will be a small get together and just 1 hour or so, and we'll be back. But this God is, He can even make the accident happen to stop us from going back from our word. This is how divinity works. Once we understand this working of this God, then we will see His hand in every small happening in our lives. And so long as, at least for me, so long as I see His hand behind every happening in my life, and He shows me very clearly, good, bad, ugly, whatever happens, I can see His hand, His finger moving. He shows His presence, His fragrance. I am confident He will take care. Tomorrow I will give one incident where He, for the same situation, He played different game. Jai Sai Ram.